So one of the things you'll find when you buy a puppy is that they are ravenous and they have no control, and you have no control over what they eat and when they eat. So one of the first things you should do is you should try and instill just a little bit of patience, so that when she first starts to eat and you first put her food down, she doesn't run towards it, but she should come to you instead. So let's see if that works. Bess, come, come, come on, come on, Bess, good girl, good girl. Now that's a 6-week process, depending on your dog, depending on how much time you invest in that process. But what you want to get to, sit nice, sit nice, come on, you can sit, sit nice, good girl. What you want to get to is you want to get to the point where she will come to you instead of her food. Bess, come, good girl, good girl, good girl. Okay, sit nice, and then what you want to do is you want to do this, sit, and you want to send her to her food like this. Bess, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, yay, good girl. Now that is a long process, and eventually you get to the point, I'll show you with Murphy, where you can literally take him away from his food for a distance of your own choosing, and you can send him to his dinner with 2 fingers. And I'll see if I can show you that as well. Let's see if she comes back to me. Bess, come on girl, come on, come on, good girl, good girl, and then send her back. Go on then. Good girl. Go on. Go on. Good girl. Now that is a process that is useful for a whole host of things. So for instance, if you have a young child and you want her to, she's not used to young dogs and she'll go up and clap a dog that's eating, what normally happens is your dog will growl, or something may happen that will cause offence to your dog. But your dog has to be taught that it is the bottom of the pecking order, and you want to be able to do something like this. Bess, go on. Go on. Go on. Go on, eat dinner. Go on, eat dinner. Good girl, go on. Good girl, eat dinner. So imagine I'm a toddler. You want to get your toddler to be able to do this. Go up to your dog and clap it and stroke it, because your child will not realise that the dog is going to growl sometimes or do something silly like bite or get offended. So you want to just be able to touch your puppy right around there, because that's what a kid will do. And then you also want to be able to remove the food. So watch this. Sit down. Good girl. Now, this is one of the first times that we've done this, so she's not going to run to it like Murphy would his dinner, because he's well trained and she's still a little bit of a pup. So go on. Good girl. Good girl. Now, if I want her to come to me, which is what an older dog would do, she shouldn't stop. She should just continue like this. Bess, Bess, come on. Good girl. Now, in an older gun dog, she would have, or he would have, run straight towards me, come to heel, and then sent on like that. And the nice thing about gun dogs, if you train them well, you can send a dog on visually, with visual commands, hand signals, non-verbal but audible, such as a whistle, which is what Murphy is used to now, or with a voice command, such as heel, or away, and sit and lie down, and things like that. So one last time, just to get it right through into her head, we'll see if we can call her back, and see if we can get her to come in a straight line here. Good girl, good girl, good girl. Okay, right, time to finish your dinner, and time for us to get Murphy out. Okay, so the puppy's inside. Here's Murphy, here's his dinner, and you can see he's a 5-year-old lab, and he's super trained, he's super keen. So we're going to see if we can just show you what to do with a dog like him, keep him really keen, and keep him well trained. So we're going to place him, sit, good boy. So we're going to place him and we're going to put his dinner away, And as your puppy gets older, you want to increase this distance. You want to give lots of treats, lots of praise, and keep them keen. So his dinner is over here. And the first thing you really want to be able to do is remove yourself from your command station, so near your food or near your dog, and put yourself in a place of less control, which is far away from the dog and from the food. And you want to be able to get the dog to come to you and go past this dinner and do that. And that's, for a gun dog, that is super important, because it means that, for instance, you're in a position where there's lots of shooting going on, and if your dog wanders into the wrong area or goes off course and does what he wants, he could end up dead. So this is an important skill to teach your dog. Murph, come. Top of the leg. Come up. Good boy. So you can see him checking that out. So nice. So he's sitting here. Comes to heel. He knows where that is. He's well trained. Now, because I'm talking to a camera, he's acting as if, you know, there's something weird going on. So we're going to do this. Now, if I was using both hands, I would have my hands out level, and he would just come straight to that. So I can't do that because I've got to hold the camera. So I'll do it with one hand, and I'll give him a strong command, and then he should run over here. That's much better. Come on, sit nice. And you can see he's trained. He comes to my left leg. Bess, being that younger pup, she will come to my right leg, and I'll have a dog on each leg. So the other thing you want to teach a gun dog, sit nice, good boy, sit nice, good boy, is you want to be able to send him to the dinner when you are beside the dog. Now I'm standing back so you can see what he's going to do. So I'm going to get him to run to his dinner, and I'm going to call him back about 3/4 of the way, and he should just come straight back to heel and sit nice. So you're just maintaining really close, obedient control over your dog. So whatever happens out in the field, or whatever happens near a road, you are in complete control of what will happen to reduce the risk of your dog getting injured. So, Murph, go on. Come on. Good boy. So the next thing is to get him to his dinner, and to make sure that he comes back once he's enjoying a good meal. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Right, heel. Good boy, sit nice. Good boy. Go on then. Go on, go on, go on. Now that is a super obedient dog. So go on then, go on, go on. Now there's a dog who will repeatedly check whether he's doing the right thing. So even right now, he's thinking, should I eat it, should I not? Let's wait for a command. And you just encourage him, you just say, go on, go on. And you saw me send him away there with a really light touch. When he was at my heel, I just said, go on, come on, pup, come on, come on, come on. I'll see if I can do that again. So pointing at his dinner, pointing where I wanted to go. Go on. Good lad. So the other important aspect that you want to get right with your dog, and you need to do this from day one, is you need to teach them the same command but in different methods. So I'm going to let him eat, and we're going to take a walk, and I'm going to call him up outside the gate. So what I mean is, I need to get my dog to sit. So I need to be able to say that in English, I need to be able to say that with my hands, and I also, if I want to, I need to be able to say that with a whistle. Now, with a whistle, I don't teach him to sit necessarily, I teach him to stop. If he's running at me from a distance and I want him to stop, then I will use a short whistle or a hand signal, and because he's been stopped, he will automatically sit. So I haven't got a sit command with a whistle, but I have a stop command that will turn into that. So because he's here, because there's nothing around, I'll get him to sit using just my voice. Murph, sit. Good boy. So let's I'll call him up and I'll repeat that, but I'll do it with a whistle. So at all times your dog should face you. So if I've just walked past him, you can see that he turned around but he stayed sitting. So sorry about the light, but I'm walking down a hill facing the sun. I'm going to call him up, and I'm still using a voice command, and I'm going to place him away from me before he's with me using a whistle, just one single whistle. So I'll call him, Murph, come. He can't hear me. Murph, come. And then a whistle. Good boy. Now if I want him to come straight to me, it'll be 3 whistles, or 4. Depends on who you are and what you want to do. As long as it's consistently the same, your dog won't get confused. And this time he should come to me, because I'm not going to give him another command, just a heel command, but with a whistle. And he should come straight to my left leg. There you go. Good boy. Excellent. Let's do that again. Sit nice. You can see him turning his head in there. Good lad. You can see him turning his head in. And that was because when he was a puppy, when I used to train him to come to heel, come on, walk with me. Go on, then. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go and run around. I used to get down, and he would be coming up from behind me, because that's how I used to teach him to come to heel, and I would tuck my arm in and make a loop like this, and he would stick his head in here. And I would tap my leg, and he would stick his head in. He'll do it now, watch. Good boy. Okay, and that's how you teach a dog to come to heel. And then when they're there, you can give them a good scratch. And that way they'll always come to heel, because it's a positive experience. Good boy. Okay, so sit nice. Good boy. Now one of the things I can't show you, because I'm holding a camera, is a non-audible command of coming to heel, which is just you stretch your arms out wide to the left and to the right, and that is then a strong signal that he should come straight to you. Now I can't do that because I'm holding a camera, so I'll just do it with one of my hands, but knowing that he's eager, knowing what he wants me to do, he should probably do that anyway. So let's just see. I had to give him a slight tap on my leg to convey what I wanted there, and again he should come straight to heel. Good boy, good boy. Heel. Excellent. Now one of the commands I can show you, and I'll just do it verbally, quickly, is a lie down command. So, Murph, lie down. And you want to be able to reverse that and get him to sit again. Murph, sit. Good boy. And you also want to be able to do that just with your hands, a hand signal in the field, stealth mode. So, bring the camera back to me a bit. So to get a dog to lie down, what I've done with him, and what I'll do with Bess, is I'll put my hand flat and I'll just go like this. And to get him to sit would just be a hand up like this. So one of the things that people have asked me before has been, well, how did you do all that? How do you know, this is the finished article, but how did you get there? Well, one of the things that I'm aiming to do, if I have the time, is just to show you the difference between a 5-year-old dog and a 14-week-old dog, and the process is much the same. Most of what you do is repetition, and a dog making small connections between what you want and what you say, and leading them from that path of them not knowing anything to just repeating some behaviour that you then reward, and then you building on those little steps. So one of the easiest things to learn, teach a dog, is to learn how to make them sit. So all you do when you've got a puppy, Murph, all you do when you have a puppy is you just place their bum down and you associate that action with a word. So, and it could be just holding up their head slightly and just saying sit, and just making sure their bum goes down. Now, okay, he's 5 and he knows how to do that, but the process is exactly the same whether that's for an 8-week dog or a 5-year-old dog. And eventually they will make that connection to the point where you can just hold your hand up and they'll say, and they'll do it. Murph, where they'll put their thank you. And that's how it works. Because you've gone from teaching them to sit by just raising their head so their bum goes down, to that action, that action just translates into that action. And with both those actions, you say the word sit, and eventually you can either phase out the word, or you can phase out the hand signal. Or, if you want to teach your dog gun dog skills, you'll teach them both commands, and they'll manage that. So Murph, lie down. Good boy. Now I taught him that command by making him lie down. So when he was just able to sit as a puppy, the second command was lie down, which was making sure he sat on his bum, keeping his bum down by just placing your hand on his bum, and then just making sure that he was going to lie down by moving his front legs and just gently putting him into the lie down position. And then every time that happens, you give them a small treat. Well, you do that enough, and eventually you can place a dog to lie down from 100 meters away using just the palm of your hand. And it's those little building blocks that end up being the keys to success.